I hear that you would like to run an ultra marathon. All right, well, let's get started because we need to do some foot exercises for that right foot and that left foot. So when you're ready, go ahead and take off your shoes, take off your socks, and join me with the position sitting on the ground. Or you could sit in a chair. Let's start by putting the arms and the hands flat, arms behind your chest, and start to do some nice rolls with the ankles. Just roll them in a circle. Notice how that feels to be barefoot. Feels good, right? I'm out here at the park today in Portland, very, very sunny, which is rare. And what you really want to feel here is the space between your toes. So go ahead and bend one knee and take your other foot and just kind of open up those toes. Maybe you haven't done that in a while. Why? Because you're always putting on socks and shoes and it starts to get your muscles cramped. Instead of opening up the muscles and building the muscles, we tend to cover them up. I do recall in high school wearing my sister's hand-me-down high heels. Isn't that hilarious? I know she's watching this right now. So we can laugh because my feet were always hurting me. And I think I've made a good decision today to say no to high heels. I would rather be barefoot. So I'm encouraging you to enjoy feeling what that feels like, to just spread the toes. And then take the right leg. I want you to put your ankle up over your thigh muscle, okay, if you can. Some of you might be sitting and it's probably easier. If you're on the ground like me, you might need to prop up your right leg with a yoga block or a book. Whatever you do, make sure it feels good, okay? So if this is uncomfortable, you can just put the leg out in front and simply just rub the foot. That's what I want you to do. I have mine propped up so you can see my foot. So you're rubbing out the muscles in the feet. You're warming up the muscles. This is all part of awareness for you to remember, oh yeah, I do have muscles in my feet. You're gonna need those when you're running long distances. And then take your fingers and try to put them in between each toe. If you've never done that before, you might only have the very tips of your fingers, and that's okay. So start with the tips and then start to work the fingers all the way until you can't go anymore. Your fingers are all the way through the toes. Rub the tops of the toes and make some circles. Circle out your ankle if it feels good. And roll it out, roll it out. There you go. And after you've done this for about a minute or so, just release and switch sides. So you can stop the video here if you need more time on one side. If not, switch sides. Again, you can prop up your leg if you're sitting. Take the left ankle over that right thigh, and just so you can see my foot, I'm rubbing out the foot. So make sure you're comfortable. This should feel good. Rub out the foot and then start to work the fingers in between each toe. If you're new to doing this, you only might have the tips of your fingers. But after a while, I'm talking about weeks, if you've never done this before, it might take you weeks just to get your fingers all the way so they can't go anymore in between each toe. And then rub, rub. Then take your toes and squeeze the fingers and then open up, spread the toes. Then squeeze your fingers with your toe muscles. See how strong your feet are. Squeeze your fingers and then open it up. Yeah, just simple, just like that. Perfect. And then release. Excellent. The next stretch I want to show you is called the toes pose. You can sit on a yoga block or a pillow if you need to. You can kneel on a pillow. if you need to. Okay, if you're sitting, sit in a chair and curl your toes under. So instead of having a flat foot, you're curling the toes under. It's about stretching the toes back and the ball of the foot. I've been doing this stretch for a few years now. And so when I started, I would just kneel, put my hands in front of me, and just curl the toes under and just stay like that for a minute. Deep breathing. And after a while, you're going to get used to that sensation. Again, when I say a while, I'm talking about a few years. For me anyways, it took me a few years to be able to sit back on my heels with the toes curled under. And then you relax. Think about a beautiful waterfall and how that can be calming, or anything that allows you to be calm and allows your breath to be calm. Big inhale. And exhale. You can do this again for about 30 seconds, maybe a minute. And if you didn't sit on your heels, that's okay. It's new. When something's new, you do a little bit each week until your body allows you to go further. All right. So when you come out of that, I want you to tap your feet together. Tap the arches of the feet together. Just notice how that feels to awaken the foot muscles. Feel the arch. Alternate the feet. Do that for about 30 seconds. Okay? And when you're done, if you're sitting, come up out of your chair. If you're on the ground, come on up. Now, if you have a chair nearby, you can allow the chair to be your support. So let's say you felt a little off balance today standing, especially when you try to stand on one foot, which I'm going to ask you to do now. So lift up the right heel. If all of a sudden you feel off balance, put your hand on a chair, on a wall, or ask a friend, let me hang on to you. Find your support if you need it. If not, lift up that right heel, push down through the left foot. Hands on the hips. Nice tall spine. Right here, I want you to focus on the muscles in the left foot. The muscles around all the toes, underneath the ball of the foot. The muscles in the arch, even around the heel. Push down. Feel your left toe spread wide. Nice tall spine. If this feels really good, I want you, again, you could be holding onto that wall. You're going to take that right foot up just slightly. So now everything's just on that left foot. Can we stay here for at least 10 seconds together? Breathing. Squeezing that left glute muscle. Okay? Now when you come out of it, try to come out gracefully. Okay? So the left foot, the muscles are working. Shake out your feet. Shake out the ankles. Shake out the calves, the knees, the hips. Okay? Without any judgment on yourself or me, because it's good to not be perfect. But you're here today to work the muscles in your feet. Strengthen the feet first. Spread the right toes. Feel your foot on the ground, the right foot. You can, again, use support of the wall, either side, or a chair or a friend. Push down through the right foot, spread the toes. The left heel is up off the ground. It's good to focus on a single point of concentration, so look out at a spot in front of you in the room, something that's not moving. I will put my hands on my hips today. As I lift my left foot up, I feel all right toes are spread wide. My ankle feels stable. Calf muscles engaged. Knee is stable. My glute on the right side is strong. Okay, about 10 seconds. Now you can always pause the video and try to stay for 30 seconds or a minute, however it works for you. But right now, all your foot muscles in that right foot are contracted. All right. So again, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. we'll wrap up this video today with one more exercise, and then I'll make my second video, and hopefully you'll tune into that one for more strength and feet first exercises. Last exercise of the day is really simple. Imagine you're jumping rope. So I want you to, first of all, spread your toes and stand up nice and tall. Squeeze your glute muscles. Breathe into your belly, and really when you're hopping, your legs and your feet are straight. Just imagine it's like a rubber band. When you have a good rubber band that's kind of new, it has a lot of elasticity in it, right? You take the rubber band and it goes, it snaps. But if it's an old rubber band, it could actually break. So you want to find that elasticity. If you're not ready to jump all the way, simply just bring the heels up. Squeeze the glutes. Squeeze the glutes. Squeeze your inner thighs together, okay? Yes. So today, if you're ready to jump a little more, imagine you're jumping rope. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your glutes. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your glutes. You can do this for 30 seconds, maybe a minute, and really spring up, spring up, spring up, spring up. Spring up, spring up, spring up, spring up. Excellent. Good. So stay tuned for my second video on how to do more. Strengthen feet first to help you prepare for your ultra marathon. And I'm going to take a moment to do some meditation, and I hope you will as well.